Fox 4's Jeff Kolb is live there tonight. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Heather. Yeah, tip-off still a couple hours away here, but already a lot going on outside the home of the Mavericks. See, people are decked out. They're ready to go. Obviously, the Mavs are going to be able to have a near-capacity crowd tonight because of the way the pandemic has trended. And they're trying to encourage people to keep that momentum going. Here's what you were just mentioning, Heather. The Mavs teaming up with the city of Dallas to give out COVID-19 vaccines before this game. They'll do this again for Sunday's home game. You don't need an appointment. You just need to be 18 years or older, show up, and you can get your shot. So a great thing happening here ahead of what the Mavs hope will be a really special night tonight when they welcome 16,000 fans inside the AAC for Game 3 of the Mavs-Clippers series. By far the largest crowd for a game here since the pandemic shut down 14 months ago. This will be the first time for Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis, and every Maverick not named Dwight Powell playing in front of a Mavs home playoff crowd. And after all that's happened since March of 2020, this should be a completely electric atmosphere.
Oh, I expect it to be nuclear. I hope it's going to be through the roof. I mean, we saw a couple nights ago in Madison Square Garden how electric that was, and I mean, it's Dallas. We got to come stronger than that. I mean, we better do better than that.
Insane, super loud, super crazy. I think it's going to be awesome. I think we're going to have like the best time, and I think we're going to win.
That last fan, Elizabeth, told me she's already cried today over her Mavericks. She says the waterworks came while she was watching hype videos of the GOAT, of course, Dirk Nowitzki, talking about the baby GOAT, Luka Doncic, who is static here right behind me. Right now, Luka trying to do a couple things the GOAT has already checked off the list. Number one, win a home playoff game. That's something Dallas hasn't done since 2015. And number two, win a playoff series, something that the Mavs last did when Dirk was playing in 2011 when Dallas won it all. For now, live at the AAC, I'm Jeff Kolb, Fox 4 News. Welcome into Free For All. I'm Jeff Kolb. A big day for Jordan Spieth at Colonial today. Mike Ducey with more on his push for another win in Fort Worth coming up in a moment. But first, we're talking playoffs. We're talking pack in the house, because that is what was happening tonight at the AAC, where the Mavericks hosted a playoff game for the first time in 5 years. That, of course, means that for Luka Doncic, for Kristaps Porzingis, every Maverick not named Dwight Powell, this was their first time playing in front of a Dallas home playoff crowd. And man, Luka out of the gate, he looked like the kid at the arcade breaking the Pop-A-Shot high score record. Everything was dropping. Scored the first 8 points in the game. Hit 3 times from downtown in the first 3 minutes alone. KP wasn't great in game 1, we know that. Better in game 2, and hits an early 3 to make it 20-6 Mavs in this one. But the Clippers would get the deficit to single digits, and then Patrick Beverley, this is what he does. He turns the temperature up between the teams, gets Luka to react. Doncic, Beverley each getting technicals. Mavs lead, cut to 3 at the end of the first. And in the second, Paul George gives the Clippers their first lead of the game. So after leading by as many as 19, Dallas would head to halftime down 63-61. We're just at the start of the fourth quarter now. The Clippers still on top, 89-86.
No, this is a problem for the Clippers.
Luka against Zubac. Got it!
He wants and one.
That was the roar from the crowd after Luka's first playoff bucket tonight at the AAC. 16,000 fans, the ballpark number believed to be in the house. By far the biggest crowd at the American Airlines Center since the pandemic shutdown, of course. Given the fact no fans were able to be there for last year's playoffs in the bubble down in Orlando, getting to fill up the AAC tonight meant a whole lot to the MFFLs. And before the game, I caught up with some of them to talk about how electric they anticipated the atmosphere to be.
Oh, I expect it to be nuclear. I hope it's going to be through the roof. I mean, we saw a couple nights ago in Madison Square Garden how electric that was, and I mean, it's Dallas. We got to come stronger than that. I mean, we better do better than that.
Insane, super loud, super crazy. I think it's going to be awesome. I think we're going to have like the best time, and I think we're going to win.
Well, that part is still hanging in the balance here, of course. Switching gears now, rain delays, they've been a part of life this month for PGA golf in the DFW. We saw it in a big way, of course, at the Byron Nelson, and it was a reality today, again, at Colonial, at the Charles Schwab Challenge. Good-sized galleries out there in the morning, looking on at the action. Some of the guys who teed off in the morning were able to complete their rounds before the weather set in. Sergio Garcia shared the lead entering round 2. Sergio having some trouble finding the fairways today, though. On his final hole, the par 4 ninth, has to move spectators out of the way so he can play from one rough to the other. He put himself in position to make a par putt to close his round, and does make it. He's 8 under for the tournament, 3 shots back of the lead. Jason Kokrak shot 65 yesterday, needing to finish with a long par putt here if he wanted to equal that score, and does. Finish 3rd last year at Colonial, and he's 10 under halfway through the tournament this year, 1 shot back of the lead. So the weather, yeah, here it comes. Got rough early this afternoon, just before 2 o'clock. Play would be suspended because of lightning. They'd finally get back out on the course just about 4:15 in the afternoon, and once they did, Jordan Spieth went to work. Jordan played 2 holes before the break, gets the birdie putt to go on number 6. That moved him into a tie for the lead at 10 under. Back 9, Spieth would take the lead and manage to hold on to it. On 16, this putt to save par. And on 18, Spieth again needing to roll in a knee knocker for par, and gets it. Spieth, a 1-shot lead over Kokrak midway through the Charles Schwab Challenge. Mike Ducey here now with more on his pursuit of another Fort Worth win.
I'm Mike Ducey, Fox 4 Sports.
All right, Mike, thank you very much. Couple score updates for you. The Rangers are trailing the Mariners 3-2. And your Mavericks are trailing the Clippers in the 4th right now, 94-89. Luka with 34 points already. God, has he been amazing. But Kawhi Leonard, Paul George each have 29 and 27. So the Mavs up against it right now, but about 8 minutes to go in this one. So we'll see if they can pull it out. Game 4 at the AAC will be on Sunday. I'm Jeff Kolb, Fox 4 Sports.
Jeff, thank you.